So, but I just want to...
Spread out.
Everything Jack Reacher is involved in turns into a messy fight. This is a list of all the extraordinary mess associated with Reacher in Season 3. Number 9. Abduction scene.
What the hell? Oh no!
The opening scene of Reacher Season 3 depicts the apparent abduction of Richard Beck, Johnny Bachstall, a college art student whose father Zachary, Anthony Michael Hall, poses as a prosperous rag merchant in public. The youngster essentially accepts Richard as his new protector when he intervenes, shoots up the kidnapper's truck's radiator, lets a couple more bullets fly, and rescues Richard. Number 8. Bribe scene.
I really need to get that shit out of my car. Both know you ain't no Boy Scout, otherwise you...
My second week on the job. I can't jam you up, but I think the
Beck's informant and Richard arrived at the yard to see how the truck was doing. In order to sneak inside and snap photographs of the truck, the informant attempts to buy off the police officer at the front desk. Richard strikes the policeman in the face, rendering him unconscious when he refuses. They both reach into the yard and discover the truth. 7. Richard vs. Angel Doll.
I don't like about you, man.
I mean, you're working with them.
So, but I just want to...
A henchman named Angel Doll, played by Manuel Rodriguez Saenz, is the first to appear in this department in Richard Season 3, Episode 2. Richard bounced his head off a desktop before manually tearing his femoral bones and cramming the man's body under a desk after Angel uncovered how Duffy and Richard staged the kidnapping of Richard Beck.
Angel talks too much.
6. Richard vs. Paulie arm wrestling.
Come on. You versus Varian arm wrestling. Never like we're gonna arm wrestle, then make a fist. I'm gonna grab your fist and try to pull it down to the 2.
Richard inquires about the nature of the job in the gym. To find out if the package is ready, Deuce asks if he may drive a truck and then departs. Paulie asks him how much weight he can lift when he is bench pressing.
You versus
The
Varian
players
arm
of
wrestling.
Varian arm wrestling
Never like we're gonna
to
arm
measure
wrestle, then
strength
make a
and declines
fist.
to
I'm gonna grab your fist and try to pull it down
Paulie
to
has
the
never heard of
2.
it. After telling him to sit, Richard takes his fist and pulls it down as Paulie calls it inside. Richard releases his grip as Paulie pounds him, and Paulie punches himself in the head. 5. Richard deals with bullies.
No shit. See, did you hear what I told you, or is your... Now, how's that fair, huh?
Richard eliminates 2 thugs who are pursuing Rich. They demand retribution since Beck's operation has caused their family to lose their jobs. After this fight, Richard confides in Richard that he has aspirations to go and never return. 4. Warehouse shootout.
That's it! Let's get out of here! Get rid of it!
Tires are still.
Richard races to the warehouse at the beginning of Rich Season 3, Episode 5 in an attempt to save Duffy and Willie. Just as Richard arrives to save them both, a shooting unavoidably breaks out. Duffy loses her badge during the battle. Richard instructs Duffy on how to escape since he knows they will appear suspicious if they simply flee and he is the final one standing. Additionally, he cautions Duffy about Angel's laptop, instructing her to toss it out the window as she leaves. 3. Neagley deadly apartment attack. Francis Neagley, the main character of the Reacher spin-off series, makes a huge comeback to the program after a small appearance earlier in the season. After they looked into Queen at Richard's request, she was accosted by hired thugs who worked for Queen. Neagley dealt some justice to the 2 hitmen who pursued her. While eating breakfast, Neagley squeezes the slowly dying hitman, and as he passes away, she mocks him The attack, he assured her, was nothing personal. 2. Richard sets up Duke and blows up her house.
Looks like no one's home. Great. There's 6 of them in the living room. Drop you tell.
When Richard arrive at Beck's house, they discover that the 2 men who attempted to kidnap Richard were inside a nearby residence. In order to remove the threat, he, Beck, and Duke arrive at the residence. Richard and Duke agree to go inside the home first as soon as they arrive, but Duke wants to go first and Richard doesn't object. They go inside and look for the men, but Richard asks where Teresa is and aims the gun at Duke's head. Richard pulls the trigger, but Duke doesn't inform him and assumes he won't. Richard kills Duke directly before firing a barrage of shots to give Beck the impression that they and the bad guys were in combat. After hurting himself, Richard blows up the house and gets to Beck to inform him that Duke did not make it out alive. He showed him a pistol that he handed to Beck, who later learned it belonged to Angel Doll. Number 1. Richard attacked by armed mercenaries in the wood.
Where the hell are you?
Woods. Down the...
Spread out.
Beck acknowledges Richard wrapped up the 110th Police Department. Paulie is told to go murder Richard by Kirby. Paulie discovers Richard's room is deserted. Richard is sprinting across the grass where he pokes his head out the window. Richard seizes the plow keys and shoots the tires on every other automobile in the carriage house. Richard crashes out through a garage door. Paulie and Hayes get close.
Where the hell are you?
The
Woods.
gatehouse's machine gun fire as he charges past them. Villanueva and Dab talks about the case in the hotel room. Because his transportation has gone out, Richard phones Daffy to come fetch him. Maccabe's men are chasing on ATVs, so he doesn't have time to provide a thorough explanation. He blasts out the lights on the 2 ATVs after killing one of the riders as he dashes into the wood. He snaps one man's neck by sneaking up on him while disguised in dirt. A knife is thrust in the neck of the next man. Using one of the ATV's retractable cables, the final man is garroted. Richard emerges on the outskirts of the town after emerging from the woods. He visits a laundry and gives the elderly Asian proprietors a bundle of cash in exchange for their early closure. Paulie discovers his men's bodies in the woods. He enters the town in the same manner as Richard, but he cannot tell where Richard has disappeared based on his surroundings.
Fish.